back, and this is gonna be a football video today. Usually if I'm posting a football video, I'll play Madden, but I really don't feel like playing Madden today. So today I am going to predict all 32 teams starting quarterback for week 1. So, if you guys agree with me, if you guys disagree with me, let me know down in the comments below. And I'm just going to get right into it with the I'm going to start with the NFC East. Cowboys, Dak Prescott, they locked him up for that contract. He's going to be the starter week 1. There's no question about that. No reason to talk about that. Eagles, Jalen Hurts is going to be their starter again next year. I really like Jalen Hurts. I think he's a good quarterback. I mean, he did pretty good last season for what the Eagles don't have. They didn't have a great running back, and beside Devontae Smith, they don't have any receivers. And I think Jalen Hurts taking them to the playoffs. Besides all that, his athleticism, his passing ability, I think Jalen Hurts is a pretty good quarterback. Giants, they just signed Tyrod Taylor, so who knows? It could be Tyrod Taylor, but I don't think it's going to be Tyrod Taylor. I think they're going to give Daniel Jones 1 more year, and that's only because I don't think they have the Bills offensive coordinator as their new head coach, so maybe he might be smart enough to put Tyrod in, but no, I think the Giants organization is going to want Daniel Jones for another year. And then the Washington Commanders, I really liked how Taylor Heineke played last year. I don't know why they were in a quarterback market. All they really have they have Antonio Gibson at running back. They just re-signed J.D. McKissick. And they have Scary Terry. But I don't know if Carson Wentz is going to make them better or not. I really like Taylor Heineke, but I'm going to have to go with Carson Wentz. He's probably going to start for them, but once he starts doing bad, don't not think that Taylor Heineke is going to come back in. And then now we're into the NFC North, and the NFC North, pretty easy here. Aaron Rodgers just signed his new contract to come back to the Packers. He's playing without Devontae Adams, who just got traded to the Raiders. And then for the Vikings, Kirk Cousins just signed a new deal, so he'll be there. So it'd be Kirk Cousins for the Vikings. The Bears, they got their rookie last year, Justin Fields. They got rid of A-Rod, Allen Robinson, so I really don't know how good the Bears are going to be next year. I'm not a big fan of the Bears, and I just don't think there's any pieces there to help progress and help Justin Fields play better than he did last year, so I don't know, guys. And then for the Lions, I'm fighting between two people. They're either going to have Jared Goff starting again next year, or they're going to have one of the rookies, Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter. I think they could draft him. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Jared Goff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And then for probably one of the most wild divisions to think about in total, we have the NFC South. Well, we know Tom Brady unretired, so you got to put Tom Brady on the Buccaneers. But then what are the Saints going to do? What are the Panthers going to do? Well, I can tell you what the Falcons are going to do. The Falcons are going to get Deshaun Watson. I know the Falcons are going to trade for it. I know that interview went good. He went there. It's home. Deshaun Watson used to be the ball boy for the Falcons. I think he's going to choose to go back home in Georgia and play with the Falcons. I mean, he's not going to have any receivers because Calvin Ridley's out. Russell Gage signed with the Bucks. So, I mean, I wouldn't choose the Falcons if I was him. I would have probably chosen the Browns. I would probably choose the Browns because, they have a great defense. They got Amari Cooper. I mean, Or I would have chosen the Saints too, because Saints have Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara, but I don't know how long Alvin Kamara is going to be playing. I don't know how long his sentence is going to be for beating up that guy in the Pro Bowl. But that whole Calvin Ridley suspension, stupid. I mean, I get you can't gamble, but he had no inside knowledge on anything. He was betting he was betting for the Falcons, so. And I don't know. I just don't know. There's people beating up their children, beating up their wives, and getting only a 6-game suspension. He betted on a football game when he was not around anybody in the organization, and gets a whole year. But anyways, so what's that going to leave for the Panthers and Saints? Panthers and Saints are in on Deshaun Watson too. But I don't think either of them are going to get him. I think the Panthers are going to stick with Sam Darnold or Cam Newton. I'm leaning more towards Sam Darnold only because Newton's getting old. I don't know how long Newton's going to be there for. I'm really leaning towards Sam Darnold. Oh, sorry about that. And then for the Saints, I'm leaning on two possible... Well, I'm kind of on 3 possibilities for the Saints. They might get Matt Curl in the draft, or however you say his name. I've not heard of anything about him, really. But I'm not also big in this draft class this year. They might re-sign Jameis Winston because he played so well with them last year. Or, here's going to be my hot take. Saints get Jimmy Garoppolo. You don't have to agree with that, but Jimmy G may be on his way to New Orleans. And then let's go to the NFC West. The NFC West, 49ers are gonna have Trey Lance. They're gonna trade Jimmy G, and Trey Lance is gonna get his first year starting. Rams, Matt Stafford, don't need to talk about that. Cardinals, even with all the rumors, I think those rumors have pretty much been set aside now. Kyler Murray. And then my hot take for the Seahawks, they're going to draft Malik Willis. And that was who I wanted the Broncos to get before they got Russell Wilson. I really like that dude. He reminds me of a Big Ben. And I think the Seahawks are going to be very happy with their new quarterback. Alright, AFC East, let's just run through this one. It's going to be Patriots, Mac Jones, Bills, Josh Allen, Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa, however you say his name. Alright, there's nothing to run down on the East. Steelers, for the AFC North, with the Steelers, they just signed Mitch Trubisky, but I do have a second guy I think could start for the Steelers. And no, it is not Mason Rudolph. I think the Steelers might draft Kenny Pickett. You know, Mr. Small Hands. But I'm really leaning more towards Mitch Trubisky. So that's probably my main pick. And then Bengals Joe Burrow. Ravens Lamar Jackson. Then we go to the South. We got Jags, Trevor Lawrence, Titans, Ryan Tannehill. Texans, I'm going to go with Davis Mills. I think he played pretty good last season. So I think they're stick with Davis Mills. Or they might draft one of the quarterbacks in the draft because, you know, trading Watson to the Falcons is going to involve multiple first-round picks. And Falcons are pretty high in the draft, I believe. And then we're going to go with the Colts. I'm going to go with the guy who just announced his trade today. One of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. I'm going to go with the Colts having Baker Mayfield next year. Now, will they trade for Baker Mayfield? I don't know. It's either Baker Mayfield, Jameis Winston, or Matt Ryan in my head. But I really feel like Baker Mayfield will go to the Colts. Because I don't think he's going to stay in Cleveland. And reading that now, I'm thinking, I forgot to say the Browns actually. I'm thinking the Browns are going to get Matt Ryan, and I'm thinking the Colts are going to get Baker Mayfield. I don't know why. I could see Browns going. I could see Baker Mayfield maybe returning, or the Browns going with Jimmy Garoppolo. But I really don't think Baker's going to return. And I don't know why they're giving up on Baker. Yeah, I know he hasn't played the best, but in last season he didn't play too good. But you got to think, that dude was a machine for playing the separate through all of his injuries. He had the torn labrum, and then I think something else with his shoulder happened. And you know, he still played almost every game last season. But I think the Falcons are gonna trade Matt Ryan to the Cleveland Browns. You know, give him an opportunity to win. Because, you know, you have to treat your guys good. And then for the AFC West, that one's pretty obvious. Chargers, Herbert. Raiders, Derek Carr. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. And my Denver Broncos are starting Russell Wilson next year. And that is who I think is going to start for every team next year. Leave a comment down below what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you guys for watching.